Good evening. For this model, I decided to use the topic of the foreign exchange market. I'll be covering explain what is the foreign exchange, a little history, explain the tier that are within the foreign exchange, and um, what are the roles of the central banks. Um, so, foreign exchange is exchange between from one currency to another one within countries. For example, Japan, um, in the UK, which they use the pound. Or it just exchange between those, currency of or whatever country that we doing business with. Um, in one of the websites that I was using, the balance.com, it explains that the foreign exchange has a turnover of $6.6 trillion a day. So if you think about it, it's a lot of money, a lot of exchange going on at once. Um, it has two tiers. One of them is the interbank. I'll be talking about that later on. And the other one that I'll be covering is going to be over the counter market. Now we're going to talk a little bit about the history and how little it started. It started years ago, many years ago, and but it didn't really took off until 1973 when President Nixon was in power. He untied the value of the dollar within the goal. We used the goal to balance the price of the of the dollar. Um, but when he untied the relation between the gold and dollar, the dollar of the value just completely decreased, and that's when somebody created the U.S. dollar index, and that was just pretty much just something to give a platform to do trades. Um, so that's just a little bit of how everything kind of started. Um, so now we're gonna talk about a little bit of the interbank market. Um, in that aspect, uh, it's just a network between banks and how they exchange currency between each other. In the interbank is minimum. The minimum they can do is 1 million in value. But most of the trades they do, it goes between 10 to 100 million in value. So it's a lot of money involved in this. Um, when they banks usually do trades just to create profit for them and their clients. When they create trades for themselves, um, it's called proprietary trading, which is just make money for themselves. The other tier that was part of the foreign exchange is over the counter, and this pretty much just companies. This is very small. It's just a company, individuals just trading currency. Uh, it becomes popular because everything is kind of done online. Uh, like Ameritrade, for example, Robinhood, which you can just buy stocks and stuff like that, and you just sell them. So pretty much just on the over the counter, it's just more in the online portion of it. Um, the other one that we have is the retail market that I mentioned in my introduction, and it was just pretty much it has more traders than the interbank, but the amount of money or value is much less. It was first started in Chicago back in um, 1971, where they were the very first ones to offer currency trades um, within the market exchange. Um, the other topic was the role of the central bank. They they don't really exchange the currency that much for in the foreign market. They don't really do it much or often, but they have a significant role within the exchange. and they actually hold billions in foreign in exchange reserve. I think at the moment they hold 1.2 trillion of Japan currency as a reserve. So this is what I chose to talk today, just a little bit about foreign exchange, what the tiers, for example, like I mentioned before, the interbank and the over-the-counter market. What was the role of the central bank within the foreign exchange, and a little bit of the history. I hope this gives a little bit of information to you guys, and I hope you guys like the video. Thank you.